Okay, before you ask, this is supposed to be. I want to use it as a pop filter. I want to see if it actually works. I took it off of another mic I have, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I have too much free time, and not that that's a bad thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I don't know what to do with it. I am a full time student, so I don't work. But there's some days where I have one class, like today. Okay, I had one class, and I wake up at like 6. I'm out the door by like 7:30, and I'm at school by 8. Okay, but at that time I don't have class. My class is until like past 11, so I'm there for 3 hours. After that one class, which is only like an hour, I get home. I mean, the trip back is an hour because I take a ride with my dad on the way there. On the way back, taking the train takes an hour. I realize that I get home at around 2. Most days like 3, 4, 5 maybe. But even then, I still go to sleep at like 10. Even subtracting time to like shower, eat, dinner, all that. That still leaves me like, at least for today, that's like 8 hours of what? Because I know some people will say, study, you should study. One, genuinely surely you don't think I'm gonna study for 8 hours, right? Okay, no one's studying for 8 hours. You will burn out, as well as the fact that it gets inefficient at that time. Also, what do I need to study 8 hours for? Okay, you're studying wrong if you're studying for 8 hours a day. First of all, that's like a full time job. Second of all, what do people do with their free time? Now, I know what people do, right? And I do it too, which is doom scrolling. Get that brain rot in. But that's the thing. I don't want to. I don't want to keep doing that. And especially for that like 3 hours in the morning between my class, my first class, and after, or even between classes. I have an hour between classes. I've been trying my best to keep a log on my phone. On the home screen, I simply have today's schedule and everything in there. But after I get home, it's let me read it. Let me see. It's go home, shower, dinner, whatever homework I want to work on, and then that's it. But none of this homework is gonna take me, especially because I try to do the homeworks. I have a lot of planners, right? I have my online planner, which tells my phone, or my phone has like Outlook calendar, and so it tells me at what time I have a class, place, whatever, right? Then I have my physical calendar, which I have homeworks and certain events, mainly for homeworks, and then my daily, which is what I'm gonna get done on the daily basis, right? But it just is not. I do not have enough things to do to fill that out, right? Like I said today, I have, let's see, I have a homework due tomorrow, two homeworks due tomorrow, three due Sunday. Okay. Well, today between the 3 hours before class, I finished up my assignment, basically like 95% of it. I got one more question, but I have today and tomorrow. I'm gonna do it after this. Then I have a video submission, which is like a 3 minute video less. So I'm probably gonna record it right now, and then submit it tomorrow, and then I'm done. Until I have Sunday homework, but it's a lab for my CS course, and I have lab tomorrow. So either get it done there, and I get there again an hour earlier because that class starts at like 9, but I'm there at like 8. Starts at 9, yeah, 9 to 9:50, but I'm there at 8, right? So I have an hour just sitting there. Well, obviously, like I'm gonna work on the lab, but then after that, I finish the lab. I go to lab in case I didn't finish it in that hour 50. I should be done in an hour 50, and plus I'm gonna work on it right now. I'll probably finish it today. Then what? The other homework, these homeworks just don't take long enough. And even if they did, again, 8 hours today, and this is like twice a week, right? 8 hours, 8 hours. I don't need 16 hours to finish all my homeworks and all my projects. I have a project proposal, all this stuff. I don't know. And I don't live on campus, as you can see. Well, this could be a dorm, but no, it's not a dorm. I live at home, so basically, I I get home, I do whatever I gotta do. If I didn't do it at or on campus, rather, I just run in bed. It's the most simple way to put it. Which is why I'm like I have too much free time. But I've been meaning, I don't want to say pick up hobbies because I want to. If it's a hobby, I want it to be something I could take with me to school. Which is why reading always pops up in my mind, right? I'm like, I can just read. I can imagine that an hour between classes. If I'm done for the day in terms of stuff that I have to get done, I just read an hour here, an hour there, but then then it's a lot of reading, right? It's easily I could easily clock in just between classes 2 hours of reading. Boom. Okay. I try to go bowling. I have a bowling alley at my school, which is free, which I cannot say about my previous university, which you have to pay even though it's on campus. I never understood that. There's that. So, but I go twice a week. Like that's another thing. My finger already hurts from bowling so much because I kind of flick it, and so it kind of just like pulls my finger. So that hurts. But 2 times a week, that's a lot of bowling, right? And then sometimes, what my class? No, my class doesn't end at that time. What I'm trying to say is that I have some classes that are in the morning, and this place isn't open till like 12, right? And I'm done by before 10. Okay, so that's not even an option every day. Like Monday, I have one class in the morning. I wake up early. I go there, and it's an 8 o'clock, which some of you guys like. How could you possibly? I could never. But I do it. Okay, it's whatever. It's one class, but then that's it. One class the whole day, and I'm back home. Like think about it. If it's one class, and I'm just saying, oh, how many classes are you taking? I'm taking one, two, three, four, 5 classes, 16 credit hours, full time, a little bit more. So yeah, like 5 classes. Again, they're not giving me 20 hours of homework a week. Okay, especially Saturday and Sunday. Those are completely free days. Okay, so if you don't, but I mean that's it. That's all I can say, and that's why I'm making this video, just to remind myself to see this, to think about it, and kind of brainstorm. Hopefully, some of you guys can please give me some suggestions. I have a piano, so if you suggest learning an instrument, I do have a piano. I have a guitar as well, electric guitar, and an acoustic. The acoustic's my dad's though. Dad's. But I have my electric guitar, but I'd rather play the piano. Like I don't make videos. I haven't made a video in a while. This will be the first one I upload in a minute, in a spell. But even after recording this, editing it, after getting it out, I'm still gonna have hella hours left. Like what time is it? I'll tell you right now. 5. It's 5 o'clock. If I go to sleep at 10, it's 5 more hours. Say I work on my homework for another hour, 2 hours. Okay, 7. I eat another hour, 8. 2 hours left. I still have 2 hours of what? Again, my homework's mostly done. I did it at school because I was there for like 3 hours waiting. What do people do? What? Tell me. I want to hear. This is why I'm making this video. I want to hear what people are doing with all this extra time. Because I don't want to use it watching reels anymore. One, because it does nothing. I'll watch a lot of videos as well, not just reels, but mostly I watch YouTube videos. Like I'm a YouTube binger. Like I am on there every single day. I watch hours of YouTube. Now, to my credit, it is very typically educational content, whether it be chess videos or science videos. Veritasium or Smart Every Day, or I don't know who else I watch. William Osman on his second channel. Well, maybe that's not as educational, but you learn a couple things sometimes. But how useful is that? You know what I mean? Like, I guess I want to call it a existential crisis, but at some point, if you become aware of realistically this being, for me at least, I won't speak for everyone else, but for me, this being a problem, it's like, damn, I'm young, right? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm young. And if I'm going to spend this whole semester like this, oh my God, I can't even. Well, hopefully a job or an internship in the summer, but even then, again, I already did the math for a 40-hour work week. You're still left with a lot of hours. And again, that's why I'm making this video. I want to know what people do in their spare time. Because I just feel like every day is wasted. Even if I get everything done in the day that I have to do, I don't feel productive. Because I know after I'm done, I still have hours in the day. Just sitting there, idling away. Like again, I know. Maybe you should read. I should read. Yes, I can read. But that's that's like 5 hours of reading every day. Every day, like 4. Maybe some days not 5, but some days I could do more, right? But on average, I'll probably say I could probably clock in 3 hours of reading and still get all of my work done and be ahead of stuff. There's no way you can expect me to read for that much. Okay, now I can game for 3 hours. I can hop on Fortnite with the boys and game for 3 hours. But it's because it's Fortnite. right? And well, it's because I'm with the boys. Okay, most people know when you're playing video games, you're not really having fun. You're really just with the boys. But in that case, why don't you just go hang out with them? But that's a topic for a different video. I don't know. I have a lot of books, and I'm gonna start incorporating hours of reading, right? Where I can actually get through my very large library. Okay, that's why I even bought a book scanner. That's how many books I have. Okay, I've clocked it in at over 300 books. Okay, to be fair, a lot of them are manga, but a lot of them aren't. And so, I've been. I don't typically study. I'll be honest. I'll be the first one to admit it. But if I were to study, I'm pretty sure I can get A's. I don't see how why would that would be so outrageous. But if I add an hour of study for every class I have for the week, like twice a week maybe, that's another 10 hours, okay, of extra mandatory work, right? Not just school and all the necessities I need to do or all the activities I need to do to stay alive. That would only knock off another 10 hours on my week. That leaves the weekends, the whole day, because I'm not working on the weekends. Okay, that's what I've done this semester, which is another thing I want was the point of this video. So a quarter of the way through, and I've been pretty much cruising, but not in a bad way like last semester. Oh my god, where I was really just not doing anything. But this semester, I'm not even locked in. I'm just I'm just getting stuff done, right? And that's the part that troubles me so. And I already mentioned this already, but I don't feel productive. Or at least after staying here, sitting down, doing nothing after finishing my work, it's like, is that it? you know? I'm not, what? You expect me to be working on my 10th business by now or something? I should work on his channel. Now that I admitted to having so much free time, I probably hope you expect videos of me. If not, you can comment below every time I stop uploading or something. I don't know. I don't know if you care. I don't know who's listening. But if you're listening, you actually made it this far to my ramblings, basically. It's probably because it resonates with you, right? Like, I assume you're thinking the same thing. And obviously, it doesn't help with all those self-help videos out there where it's like, oh yeah, wake up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., 3 a.m., go run for an hour, do this, do that. I mean, even if you follow such a routine, okay, I could run for an hour every day, 2 hours every day, and I'd still have like 5 hours after that, right? So it's like, it's like I'm living retired, but I'm not, because I have school. I have to stay on top of that. But even if I stay on top of that, I still have this time. I don't know. Any of you guys feel like that? Because I also don't want to fill up my time with meaningless stuff, right? I have priorities. So it's to say that I don't want to just fill it in with, like, I don't know. I see a ukulele over there, which I also have. I totally forgot. But, like, learning the ukulele. Sure, it'd be nice, but do I really want to do that? You know? That's another thing. I like trying everything. I want to do this, I want to do that. But at some point, you gotta be like, alright, slow down, pick one thing, and get good at it. I realize looking around my room is not making this any better for me. Because I can see all my hobbies right in front of me. It goes from my camera, photography, the walkie-talkie, ham radio, although, it's just a UV5R. I use it as a police scanner. I was about to say colognes because I see my colognes there, but that's an expensive hobby, if you will. It doesn't have to be, but it still costs money. My books, origami books, that's another hobby I used to have. But how many hours of origami can you add to a week before you're like, I could probably get through all the models in my books in a couple months, right? Then what? I'm done. I beat origami. It's not really possible, but just the books, reading them. The piano sheet music, which would just be an instrument, piano. I could do that. I think I want to make a book tour some other day, or upload that another day. I keep looking down here. If you're wondering why I'm looking down here and not here, it's because I found it in a thrift store. Another thing which I've been meaning to do, which actually used to take a lot more of my time, I used to resell. But one of the things that I'm not reselling is an extra monitor I found in a thrift store. It cost me $3. Actually, I can show you. No, because the extension, the cable's not long enough. But under me, I now have OBS. So in case I'm recording on this screen, I can have OBS at the bottom. $3 no, it was free because it was $3. But at Goodwill, I had a coupon for like or just like credits stored up because I would go to Goodwill often. It's more expensive than here in Chicago where we have the Village Discount Outlet, or no, Village Discount Outlet and Salvation Army and Unique, right? Those major three and Goodwill. And so I actually had enough points saved where it came out to free. It was like a $5 coupon. I think it was also a birthday coupon or something like that. Then I got a stamp and some other stuff, but it was free. That's what I was trying to get at is the fact that that's why I'm looking at. That's what I was trying to get at. And you hear that also from thrift store, which I was happy to get. Although a couple days later, when I went back, like the next week, they had more cheaper, and it was like the same where it's wireless Bluetooth and all that. But I can't complain. It's like $10, 15 maybe something like that. I know it was cheaper than what it would have cost to get it on Amazon. But also, even I have a Blu-ray drive that I found. Also, that was more expensive, $30, but it came with the enclosure and the Blu-ray drive inside, so I can't complain too much. This headset was from the Goodwill as well, $20. Now I'm just, I was gonna say now I'm just flexing, but honestly, I like talking about that stuff, and this is why I'm making this video, because I just want to talk. Maybe this is what I needed. This is an outlet where I can spend my time talking about what I want to do. So I definitely want to make more videos. Like I said, I want to do. Let me write this down, because I've been starting to write things down, have my notes, do all that. I kind of just went off at the tangent from the fact that I have nothing to do to now I know what to do. Outside of the YouTube videos, it's the book tour. I have a lot of books, a lot under my bed as well. Book tour. What else was I talking about? What did I just say? Oh, thrift hauls, I guess. I made one video once, but I just like talking about that. I have a lot of again. Oh, I came from talking about my hobbies, looking around the room. Yeah, chess set on the bottom, travel chess set, which I finally found the case for, where you put the pieces, the roll, the mat, and the timer. Regular books, board games, Risk. I haven't bought Stratego, but I have Monopoly. Okay, I have some textbooks, which some of them are actually for my classes. So I managed to find a thrift store the exact version, exact everything I needed. One of them is on loan, DiffyQ, by Zill, if you know, you know. Bunch of chess books. Got more under the bed. I made a video about my chess books, so at least I did that. Manga, although that kind of just reminds me of wanting to learn Japanese, because they're all in Japanese. And for me, language learning, at least for Japanese, would be some people like, oh, you do fluency, immersion, all that, which is again ties back into the hobby of watching YouTube videos. At the time, I was watching a lot about language learning because I took Japanese in high school. I'm like, I didn't really. Well, I learned quite a bit, but not enough to be fluent or anything like these polyglots, if you will. And maybe I'll add that to what I'll do on day to day, right? Language learning. Anyway, what I'm saying is that most people prioritize wanting to speak a language and be able to understand it and be understood and all that. Me, at least for Japanese, I want to read it, right? Because it's mainly the manga, a couple books maybe, in original Japanese, like I can see over here Musashi, or the Book of Five Rings, whatever he has, the Miyamoto Musashi, the samurai. I also have Tell Genji, which I also managed to find in a thrift store, the unabridged version and the abridged version, and some background book about it. I even found Genki 1 and 2 in the thrift store, okay? And since it's like $1 a pop, I was amazing. I even found the workbook for Genki 1. I also managed to find Wheelock's Latin and the workbook, which, if you know about learning Latin, that's like the go-to textbook for that. From what I know, I don't know much. I don't really study Latin. Anyway, I'll save the book stuff for later, because I was mentioning that I want to learn how to read Japanese, then how to hear it, listening, then speaking, then writing. Those are my priorities. So a lot of people say, oh, you have to do this and that. Because most priorities, or the priority for most people would be speaking, not for me. And I guess this can count as my creative outlet I already mentioned. But yeah, I've been meaning to learn other board games as well. Like backgammon, shogi, Go, What else is there? I already played Mancala, or at least know how to play it. But yeah, I ran out of steam here. I had a lot more I was thinking about on the ride here on the train. I was very caffeinated, okay, to say the least. So a lot of things were going through my mind. That's another thing. I nap, but I nap too long. I'd be napping like 1, 2, 3 hours. Okay, so way too long of a nap. One, it affects the circadian rhythm, all that, going to be able to sleep later. But as well as, I don't want to say it's a waste of time because if I'm tired and I knock out, I want to sleep. But I'd rather not go to sleep, save that for when I actually go to sleep, sleep earlier because I'm more tired because I didn't go to sleep in the middle of the day. Sleep at 10, wake up at 6 like I have to. 10 to 12, 2, 6, 8 hours, which I don't typically get. Because I work best with more sleep, waking up later. I just do. I always feel the best when that happens. But I wake up early, so I have to sleep earlier. I gotta fix that too. But genuinely, how many things can I add before I realize I'm just doing things to do? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I'm just talking about wanting to do things just to do things because I don't want to just sit here watching videos or I don't want to do mindless activities, right? I want to do things that are engaging, like reading books, like learning instruments, making origami, playing chess, playing board games. Maybe I'm just lonely, you know? So when you talk about things like a board game, you need more people to play with. And I don't want to play online. I want to play with my friends. Maybe I don't have friends. Nah, they just don't. They don't live. We're not on campus, right? We don't live in the same dorm or whatever. So there's that. Yep. I think I'm gonna cut it there. Only because I know I'm gonna have to edit this video and I have to watch the whole thing. I'll try to cut out whatever I deem unnecessary. But outside of that, I just been meaning to talk into the camera and just say what I want to say and hear what you guys have to say. I have to log back into my Venture app. I just realized. Let me write that down. Log into Venture. And when I get that done, I'll cross it out, and I'll be free for today again. Okay. Take care. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, like it. I'd be surprised if anyone got to the end, but you never know. And hopefully, see you next time. And the next time will be soon. Probably next week, because today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, and I'm done. I don't work weekends, so probably Monday. I'll just take it from there. And then again, I'll tell you what I ended up coming up with, or checking the comments, see if what you guys left as an idea, any ideas of what to do. Yep, that's pretty much it.